open up this real quick.
We just watched the 88th Oscar Awards on ABC.
The 88th Oscars, the 2016 Oscars, and we're here to review them. Let me pour this out. Tell them who we are.
I'm Billy, and this is Mark. How this normally works is not how it's going to work tonight, because like we did last year, we were giving you our reactions to the winners of the 88th Oscars. Chris Rock hosted.
Chris Rock! Hilarious! Probably one of my favorites since Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
he was really good too.
Enjoyed his sense of humor for this.
I think he knocked it out. They immediately, just talking about the show of the Oscars really quick. Oh, by the way, click like and subscribe to Unprofessional Movie Reviews. Mark, Billy, we usually, if this is the first one you've seen, we usually review movies. It's Unprofessional Movie Reviews. I drink wine. He sometimes drinks. Do you got a drink?
I don't have a drink.
He doesn't have a drink right now. It's going to be a long review. So
it's 11 o'clock right now.
Oh, yeah. We just got done watching the Oscars. But anyway, so we Unprofessional Review Movies. The Oscars are about movies. So we're going to review the Oscars. We did this last year. Birdman swept. Not quite that kind of year. Let's talk about it. Like and subscribe. Let's talk about the show.
All right, so what we're going to do, we use the ABC website's listing for our predictions. So we're going to go through our list backwards because it's close to the Oscars, not quite identical, but...
No, they sprinkle the big ones in.
The bigger and most important awards will be towards the end.
Yep.
So we'll start with Writing Original. Original...
I'm going to interrupt you. What do you think of the show, as in the entertainment of the show?
Okay, well, the musical guests, I didn't care about one of them.
Me neither. They didn't do too much. I
revised that. Dave Grohl singing
Blackbird. Ooh, during the memoriam. That was
Blackbird
beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, other than that, didn't care.
I really felt a gap from the fact that Adele Dazeem wasn't in this one.
Yeah, Adele Dazeem singing. I wanted her to sing Let It Go again.
Yeah,
she should sing Let It Go at the
end. She let it go already.
Yeah.
I think Chris Rock was super funny. I actually, I will say that I like that they immediately broke the ice about...
With that political stance about Oscars so white.
As much as I hate political bullshit, and as much as I hate the Oscars are so white shit, I really do. And not because I'm racist, I'm not at all. But I just hate it. I just can't, this just be about movies. I'm sorry that that they didn't give a big enough, that no one was... I can't say this without being sounding racist, but I think that in order to get an Academy Award, you have to be very, very great. It's a really hard award to get. You don't even have to give one of the best performances or movies of your life, but you have to be better than everyone else.
You also have to provide what the Academy is looking for, and that's not a statement on race. That's a statement on a type of performance and a type of movie.
Yes.
It's a very specific issue that they're looking at that particular time, like the reason why we all thought Danish Girl was going to win a bunch of stuff.
And it didn't.
It didn't. Because it's got a political message that we know that the Academy would tend to eat up, and they just didn't go for it.
They didn't win. It was Oscar bait.
Right. And so
it didn't win.
This whole issue, we really don't think it's an issue for the reasons that the Oscars...
I do not think the Oscars are racist. I just don't. Do I think that Idris Elba deserved one for Beast of No Nation? For, like, Best Supporting Actor? I actually do, but at the same time, I think about 7 not black people deserve that didn't get in. I think that some of the people who got Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress didn't deserve them, when multiple actors, white and black, should have got some of them. I don't think it's a movement on race. I think that they just didn't do what I wanted. The point is that they broke the ice
by poking holes in all the tension.
And that was something I really smart.
They didn't necessarily say whether they agreed with it or disagreed with it. Some actors who were in skits took a position on it, and they didn't have to, but they did. And it diffused a lot of the tension.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. And to take a lot of personal agency in the situation was also really cool to see, instead of making it an issue of black versus white, to make it more about individuals achieving greatness, which is what it is about and what it's going to continue to be.
Do I disagree that black actors don't have as much chance at roles? No, I that might be a thing. I don't work in Hollywood, so when people make it about that, was black actors don't have the chance. Maybe I don't work in the business, but at the same time, sorry, I don't know why I said that, but what I'm getting at is I just like that they brought that up and that they broke the ice and they made it about comedy.
Yeah.
And then they moved on and then they gave us a good show. And I think this is better than DeGeneres. I think it was better than Neil Patrick Harris. I think that Chris Rock was the best host that I've seen since Hugh Jackman. Yeah. Let's move on.
All right, so
I'm glad we got to say all that.
Yeah, we'll get started with the best original screenplay. And do we want to? We don't.
So the way we did this is we wrote down who we wanted and then who we predicted. So that's a difference between what we want and what we predict, and then we wrote down who won.
Yeah.
And right now, who did you want to win best original screenplay?
I wanted Straight Outta Compton to win.
Me too, but it got, in my head, it got beat out by my favorite movie of last year, Ex Machina. And I really wanted Ex Machina to win. And who did I think would win? Who actually ended up winning? Spotlight. Who did you think would win?
I thought Spotlight was going to win.
There we go, yeah, we both got that one right off the bat. Spotlight, I don't know. We both haven't seen Spotlight, but from what I saw of the clips in the critic reviews, it deserved it, as far as what I saw. And even on those clips, I was like, damn, I can't believe we haven't watched this movie. We live in an area of the country where it's really hard to watch movies like this.
Well, it also had really bad marketing. I don't watch cable. I don't have cable. I don't have TV. So a lot of the movie news I get is from people talking about movies and from certain people talking about movies. I don't watch like every movie person talking.
I watch a lot of movie reviewers
and trailers I see on YouTube and magazine ads and things like that and pop-ups. And I did not hear hardly anything about Spotlight until like a couple weeks ago, surprisingly.
Wow. I've heard for a while it was going to be a front runner, but those are just from the few critics I watch on YouTube, like name-dropping Chris Stuckman really liked it, The Schmoes Knows really liked it, John Campea Movie Talk really liked it. So I was like, okay, that might be really good, but at the same time I haven't seen it.
Right.
We might just start skipping over Spotlight until the end with stuff because we haven't seen it, so we might say it won, good job, and then we're going to move on. For time, this is going to be like a 50-fucking-minute video.
Moving on to writing adaptation. I wanted Brooklyn to win.
I heard really good things about Brooklyn, but at the same time I heard that what I wanted was Martian, because I really enjoy Martian. I think it was a really good movie. I'm still not remembering if it was on my top 5 list, but if it was a top 10, it definitely would have been in it. I really did like Martian. And that's what I put for want.
My prediction was Room. I thought Room was going to win.
I thought Big Short was going to win. That's who ended up winning because I heard about how that book wasn't ready for an adaptation at all. And Adam McKay and his writing team did really weird and creative ways to make the movie work. And that's just what I heard is there's a lot of fourth wall breaking. There's a lot of weird shit like that. So good job. I'm glad that they wrote a script that can work with something that shouldn't be a movie, especially one that I don't know. I heard Big Short was really good. So,
well, I thought Room was going to win just because of all the things I'd seen. I haven't seen it. This is another movie that was not marketed.
We did not do as good as we wanted to do. For
it's
this
marketing. It's also marketing.
Yeah, it is. And I really wish, and this has always been the way it is for Oscars, is they put it in a few theaters in LA and then they're good for an Oscar, and a lot of times the Oscar movies don't make it out to a place like North Dakota or Minnesota where we live. And we don't get it into our big theaters, and we have to go to a tiny little theater that doesn't market its movies at all. And we have to literally look up
for their tickets.
They charge more for their tickets. We have to literally look up what's in there, and sometimes I don't look at it for a week, and I miss Big Short. So it sucks. But good job for Big Short. Again, we have seen some movies that won some Oscars, just not those two.
Moving on. Visual effects. I wanted The Martian to win this one. And my prediction was that Star Wars would win it.
My prediction was that Mad Max would win it. Because it's visual effects, and did you see Mad Max? Holy crap. My want was Ex Machina. And I was so happy that Ex Machina got an Oscar. It is I will stand by this movie. Ex Machina is an amazing film. And even though I will state Ex Machina's special effects aren't as good as Mad Max's. I just will state that.
Yeah, but it was
and they're not as good as Star Wars.
It was like one of two things it was nominated
for.
So.
There was nominated for original screenplay as well, and thank God it won one. And I'm happy that it won one. Do I think that it deserved that specific one? I think it deserved original screenplay. I don't think that it deserved special effects. Even as seamless and as beautiful Ava the robot looks, Mad Max and Star Wars have some of the best special effects, practical special effects I've ever seen.
Moving on to sound mixing, I wanted The Revenant to win. I predicted that Star Wars would win it.
I predicted that Revenant would win, and I wanted Mad Max to win it. And this was the...
Mad Max won
This is Mad Max's beginning of the sweeping.
Yeah.
Because I have Mad Max as want. You'll hear that a lot. And Mad Max got it, and I didn't think they would. Mad Max did really good this year. Have anything to say specifically about the sound mixing of Mad Max?
The sound mixing and the sound editing for Mad Max were great. Everything about the sight and sound of Mad Max was great.
Yeah.
The script was pretty good. It was really good.
It was great. I love that movie through and through. It's not my favorite movie of last year.
I wouldn't say that the book of Mad Max Fury Road was Oscar worthy, but I would say that everything about the sight and sound of it was.
There was a book?
No, the script.
Oh, the script. Yeah. No, it wasn't Oscar worthy. It wasn't bad.
Right.
It's a decent script, but that script's held together by the performances, by everything else, and by the sound mixing. Moving on to the sound editing. As he already stated, Mad Max did take this one, but who did he want to take this one?
I wanted Star Wars to take this one, and I thought Sicario would, because Sicario was nominated for a lot, and I thought this was one of the
Sicario?
Sicario, yeah.
Sicario.
I thought they would throw this one to Sicario because it didn't get nominated for
It didn't get nominated, and it was a very great film. I really, really liked Sicario of last year. Taylor, if you did not see the Sicario review that we did, it was me and Taylor. Taylor gave this like an 8.5 or something. Taylor really liked Sicario. I did not give it quite as high because it made me hate my life because it's a really, really dark film. But yeah, no, you're right on predicting its sound editing. But and then I put Want on Mad Max, and I thought that Revenant was going to win this because I got our movies mixed up. I thought Revenant was going to sweep.
Yeah.
Mad Max ended up sweeping.
Yeah.
But Sicario deserved the nomination. Mad Max deserved the win, and Revenant deserved the nomination as well. But okay, we're rocking right through these.
All right, going on next to live action short. We didn't see any of the live action shorts.
Yeah,
so we didn't do our due diligence on that.
We did not.
We could tell you who won. Guess based on titles. I guess Day One,
and I guess Day One, and we both lost.
Yeah, I went to Stutterer. It was something about Ireland.
Good job.
The guy who made the speech for it, the thank you speech, was claiming it for Ireland and was proud of his Irish crew and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, good for him. I'm glad that Stutterer won. Can I talk about one thing super quick? I don't know how many people who watch the Oscars do all their homework.
Right.
We knew we were going to do this review a year ago. And we did as much homework all year of watching as many movies as we could. We literally watched a movie a week. We went to the theater almost every single week of this last year. And we still don't have more than 50% of what we have to talk about. But good job for a Stutterer. I'm going to pour some wine.
Then we're moving on to short film animated. We only saw one of these.
World of Tomorrow!
Right before the Oscars.
I showed him. It's on Netflix. Don Hertzfeld, who won Best Animated Short before for Rejected Cartoons, which was amazing. Mick Moots! Anyways, it's a really amazing film. I was in art school when that film came out, so me and all my animation buddies literally jerked off on each other when this movie came out because we were so excited for it. And then he did a follow-up. He's got a full-length movie on Netflix I haven't watched yet because I don't have the time because I know it's going to take an entire day to watch like an hour and a half of this guy. you can imagine.
Yeah.
But because the 16 minutes took a while to watch.
6 minutes.
16.
Or
12.
Tomorrow?
It's more than 6. Yeah, it's more than 6.
Was like 6 minutes.
It's in the teens. But anyways, Yeah, it's a short. But yeah, anyways, I love World of Tomorrow. Watch it on Netflix if you want your brain exploded.
It's adorable.
It's
so sad.
Good. It's so good and so real and so sad. It makes you feel every emotion at the same time, and all you have to be is like, what's going on?
I'm yawning a lot.
Yeah, you are.
I'm sorry, it's 11:30 right now.
Alright.
Moving on to production.
Grandma.
Oh, we didn't even mention the winner. Bear Story won.
Bear Story! Good job, Bear
After
Story!
we saw the clip.
It looked great.
It looks really good.
I'm gonna watch that shit. I really am. That looks good.
But moving on to production design, I wanted and predicted that Mad Max would win it. I was predicting Mad Max across the board for visuals.
And you were pretty damn right. Where are we design?
Yeah.
I wanted Mad Max. I got Mad Max.
Yeah. So that was Mad Max. We both got a point for that.
And holy shit, did their visual or their production design not earn that Doof Warrior? Okay, moving on.
Fukushima War Boys. Moving on to music, original song. I guessed that Writings on the Wall for Spectre would win, and I was right.
You were totally right. I don't know any of these songs. I didn't know any of them. You told me there was a song from 50 Shades of Grey in there, and I was like, fuck it! 50 Shades of Grey on the way! Like, I just committed. I was wrong. Good job for Writings on the Wall for Spectre. Spectre, it wasn't my favorite of the Daniel Craig Bond movies, but I didn't mind it. Yeah. A lot of people really hated on it. I was like, give me a classic villain, no spoilers, and it gave me a classic bad guy, henchman. One of the silent, giant Batista henchmen. I thought it was good. I
sort of stopped caring about James Bond after Quantum of Solace.
Me too.
I loved Casino Royale.
Oh, great movie.
Great movie.
Mads Mikkelsen is an amazing villain in that movie. Did you see Spectre?
No.
Oh, God.
Because I stopped caring after Quantum of Solace.
Yeah. No, I stopped caring too, but I still watched it. I don't know what kind of movie guy you are. I watch a lot of movies I don't care about.
Musical score. I thought that John Williams had this on lockdown for Star Wars. I was like, he's got it. It's in the bag.
Did you want and predict?
Yes.
We both wanted John Williams to get one more. No, actually I was wrong. I wanted the winner. And I switched it, and I predicted John Williams because I thought they'd give John Williams.
But it ended up being Hateful Eight.
I loved Hateful Eight's score. I know you got your little tweaks on it, but it's ambient noise. It reminded me so much, and I know you might not think this is the standard, but it reminded me so much of Trent Reznor's scores, of where there's still something interesting going on with
Did you notice that
ambient noise.
Did you notice that this year, for music original song, they basically just went with, like, lesser-known movies?
Mm-hmm.
Because Lin-Manuel Miranda, and I mentioned this in our Star Wars review, wrote an original Cantina song for the new Star Wars movie.
Yep.
Why didn't that get a nomination?
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking.
They get the bullshit Hunting Ground song in there, but they didn't have
that Cantina song's great.
It's fantastic. It's called, like, Dampa Do or something like that.
Yeah, no, I've actually just flat up listened to it.
Yeah.
Like, I was at work and I had headphones in my ear, don't tell my boss, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna jam to that Cantina song from Force Awakens.
And it's so chill.
No, it's a really good one. I mean, I would totally drink, like, a lot of alcohol with a bunch of weird-looking aliens in music. But
just something I noticed.
They didn't grab it, but I really do love Hateful Eight's score. You might not like it the most.
Overall,
but you have to say it's a
score.
Good
it's a solid score. There's just a few tracks that were so god-awful that it dragged the rest of the score down as a whole.
The opening scene to Hateful Eight, where you're seeing the cross covered in the snow, and that music, that really subtle, it was like that, I don't know, still, like, that 5 seconds, that's all I had to hear, and it got me on that. Like, the first 5 seconds of that movie, I'm like, score's a positive.
Moving on to another visual one, makeup and hair, Mad Max.
Mad Max!
Knew it, called it.
What did I think? Makeup, you actually kind of messed with me on this one. Never mind. No. I'll bring that up in a second. Anyways, I thought 100 Year... No, I was like, I heard just about 100 Year Man. I haven't seen it. And somebody told me about it. I'm like, F it, I want that to win. That sounds awesome. I want that. Mad Max is going to win it, and I got that one. Mad Max won that, and you know why? Because Charlize Theron was a amputee, grease-faced, badass
Emotin Joe.
Oh, Emotin Joe.
Emotin Joe.
Yeah, toe cutter himself. With the tattoos all over his body and his skin's just hanging off his bones.
We might as well skip to costume design while we're at it.
Is that the next one?
No, but we'll skip to it.
Okay, as long as you keep track.
Mad Max for costume design was what I predicted, what I wanted, and what won.
Yep, which would totally won.
And I just wanted to skip to that one since we're talking about makeup and hair.
I thought Revenant would win that one. Mainly because of don't worry, he's got to do a little bit of there we go. I totally thought Revenant would win because just how amazing their costume design was. Like, I just flat up, like, I really like their costume design. I know you weren't as impressed
I was
by...
loud. It didn't seem as authentic, period, to me. There were little things
more than the
bothered
makeup.
me.
The makeup bugged me, and I'm with you on that. But
wait, the makeup bugged you for Revenant?
Yeah,
the wounds?
The wounds moved.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, the wounds moved.
I thought
the wounds changed.
I'm
an asshole. Don't worry about me. It's an amazing film. Fuck it.
See, this and the back for Leo was enough to...
No, I'm not saying that it wasn't amazing. I'm just saying that it wasn't consistent.
The continuity was
yeah, it wasn't consistent a little bit. But, yeah, sure, worth an Oscar nom. Fuck it, like, Bad Grandpa, Jackass Bad Grandpa got an Oscar. Like, these guys can get one. They got a nomination, at least. But, where are we? So we're on costume for Mad Max.
Yeah.
Mad Max is a period piece in a period that I should not know as well as I do. There has been 4 movies, 2 okay movies, 2 amazing movies. Don't ask me which, Mad Max being one of them, in this world. And they put it right back into this world. Like, this movie, I can tell you about this world as if it's my real world because of the realness of the makeup and the set design and the costumes.
I think Emotin Joe and the War Boys were enough to cinch this one. The character design is just impeccable.
Phenomenal! The world building, it just all around, and it goes down to those little details of makeup and in costume.
Oh, and the ritual.
God. Oh my god, I love that movie! Anyways, you skipped to the last Mad Max. So we won't talk about Mad Max anymore. Actually, no, I got it right here. You skipped to the last Mad Max, so I will state, because we won't talk about Mad Max anymore, except for my want category. So I do want to state that I love this movie. That's it. And I think that visually, Revenant, you can say what you want. I've said a lot of good things about Revenant. Mad Max is a beautiful, beautiful film. And I'm going to watch it with my girlfriend as soon as this review's done.
It's one of the few movies that I bothered to pick up on Blu-ray the day it was released.
Yeah. Boom. So did I. I can't believe I didn't run into you. I want to move on? Song?
Yeah. We're going to a foreign language. We didn't see any of these either.
Oh, you're right. He told me about Son of Saul.
He
named him. He literally named him. I'm like, Son of Saul sounds great. It won.
Yeah, I was thinking, I like the title of A War, so that was my guess.
Yeah, so I guessed Son of Saul, and that gave me more points ahead of his guessing.
Normally I do more research and at least read some guesses or synopses from people online, but I just didn't have time this year.
It's funny, we've both been extremely busy this year, but we also we dedicated a lot of stuff to this channel and a lot of stuff to our movie watching, and the last 2 months have been our busiest 2 months a long time. Yeah. And I wish I could do more research into the foreign films and the stuff that's not going to come to our theater, but I just wasn't able to. Sorry.
Moving on. Film editing. I guessed that The Revenant would win, but I wanted Mad Max to win.
I wanted Mad Max to win, and I guessed that The Revenant would win. We both wanted
Mad Max
to win. And Mad Max won!
We did.
I forgot that Mad Max won.
More visuals for Mad Max.
Alright, sorry, I got my thing wrong. Yeah, Mad Max totally does win.
So this will be the last time we talk about
this is a Mad Max. Deserved every bit of it. Yeah. Good job, Mad Max.
So, I don't have anything particular to say about the editing of Mad Max, just it's fantastic.
It's a fantastic movie.
It does this thing a lot where it does a zoom while speeding up the footage.
Oh,
which is like very anxiety inducing and like gets your adrenaline pumping.
Oh, yeah. So, well, that movie is adrenaline, explosions, adrenaline.
It's high octane.
Oh, high octane. I hate that like, I hate when people say it's high octane. That movie's high octane.
It's high octane Coca-Cola.
Yeah, thank you.
Fukushima War Boys. Moving on to short documentary or short.
Stop saying War Boys. I always have to do the salute.
Short subject documentary.
Oh yeah.
Mediocre.
Again, no, short documentary.
We didn't see any short subject documentary. I guessed that Last Day of Freedom would win just based on the title. After watching the clips, I knew it wasn't going to win.
Yeah,
it didn't have.
This was another guess off the title. I'm sorry if you wanted insight onto the short documentaries. I highly apologize. We will not give you any insight into the short documentaries.
But Girl in the River, The Price of Forgiveness won.
I guessed that again, and he got mad at me.
Yeah.
So let's talk about documentaries. Okay.
I wanted the Winter on Fire, the one about Ukraine.
Yeah, that looked brutal.
That
looked amazing. I want to see that, and I wanted Cartel Land to win for the same reasons. It looked really interesting and really brutal.
I thought Look of Silence was going to win
too.
Because the makers of that one sweeped a bunch of festivals.
Sweeped all the festivals.
And they were nominated for their previous film.
They won for the previous
Killer.
Yeah, Killer of Noise of Kill, fucking.
Yes.
Sorry. It's apparently really amazing, and I actually want to watch that documentary and this one, and I really do want to watch Cartel Land and the Ukrainian.
But what we don't want to watch
is the one that won.
The one that won.
Amy looks like bullshit, garbage bullshit.
It's an true Hollywood story about an addict who killed herself.
I'm sorry, I'm not as cold-hearted and evil as him, but Amy Winehouse never did anything to me in my life.
She was a mediocre musician who produced mediocre music.
That's his opinion. Respect it. I don't know anything about Amy Winehouse. You know who I do know a lot about? And this is going to sound really, really bitchy. It's Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain had 2 documentaries that came out about him last year. 0 nominations. I'm sorry, both died at 27 and one of you was more accomplished. I'm sorry that we're anti-Amy Winehouse. I'm not anti-Amy Winehouse.
I'm sorry.
I just don't give a... I'm nothing Amy Winehouse. I don't know who she is. I've never listened to her music. She didn't do anything for me. If we're giant pieces of shit, I'm sorry. Let's move on and talk about movies.
Okay, we're going to go on to direction.
Director!
Yay! I wanted The Big Short to win just for the underdog spectacle of it, but I predicted that not The Room, I keep calling it The Room. Predicted that Room was going to win because the buzz for it, the way it looked.
We really need to see this movie. This looks so good. Brie Larson looks so good in it, and we'll get back to that. I wanted George Miller to take this one because he's 70 fucking years old when he stood, almost an entire year in the goddamn desert, watching explosions, hanging people off of shit, making people throw grenades, watching real explosions over and over and over again for almost an entire year in 130-degree weather. I wanted him to get it for Mad Max because I thought this one was a lock. I didn't know they would get the other ones. I'm sure, I'm glad they got nominated, but I didn't think they would get the other ones. But this was his Oscar.
But it went to the same person it went to last year. Alejandro Inarritu.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And not saying he doesn't deserve it.
No, I'm not saying. If you watch, as much as we had a problem with Revenant, we're 2 of the only people who talk about movies on the internet who had a problem with Revenant. We have a couple of problems with Revenant. A lot of people don't. They love that movie. Good job. No, it's not a bad movie. Go ahead and love it. But those shots are beautiful. They are a couple minutes at a time. Do I think they fit with the tone of the movie? No. No. But it's an amazingly directed movie. I think it's a little weird that I'm trying to learn about the characters as the camera's doing this the whole time. But, good job. It was really hard to direct. Good job, Inarritu, and I'm glad he won for Birdman. I'm glad he won for this. To Pete, good job.
Cinematography. I wanted Hateful Eight to win. My prediction was that Revenant would win.
My prediction that Revenant would win, and I wanted Mad Max to win.
Yeah.
And Revenant won. Good job, Revenant.
We knew he was going to win. As soon as somebody said all natural lighting, we knew they were going to win.
Oh, come on. We knew they were going to win. We knew, 5 months before we saw the movie?
Yeah.
We did. We've known this since July that they were going to win. Because all natural lighting in fucking zero weather, or zero temperature weather in the middle of Alaska. No shit, they won. Like, don't take fucking Rain Man to figure that fucking toothpick pile out. You okay?
It's so late, dude. I gotta work in the morning. Next up is animated feature. I wanted When Marnie Was There to Win. Produced by Studio Ghibli. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, but
and you wanted it
so bad
because it was Ghibli.
Yes,
they gave him Spirited Away.
It wasn't Miyazaki, but at least it was Ghibli.
And
I predicted that Inside Out would win.
I wanted Inside Out, and Inside Out won.
Yes, and for good reason. There wasn't really anything else on the list that deserved it.
Let's talk about Shaun the Sheep for a second. You have not seen Shaun the Sheep.
No, but you tell me it's no dialogue.
Zero dialogue claymation. It's a fun film. It's honestly, and you stop to remember that dialogue's a thing. No, honestly, you watch it, and then somebody talks, you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Because it's a really engaging movie, and you should go watch Shaun the Sheep. It's not as good as Inside Out. Inside Out, I was so surprised Inside Out did not get nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah?
I am. Up got nominated for Best Picture, and I will unadulterated say that Inside Out's better than Up. I do. It's not better than the first 6 minutes of Up. Yeah. The beginning of Up is some of the best cinema ever.
What about Toy Story 3? Where would you rate
Also got nominated for Best Picture, Toy Story 3.
It?
Yes, Toy Story 3 did get nominated for Best Picture, but I actually like Inside Out more than Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 probably made me cry more. Yeah. But Toy Story 3 did fall a little bit more into gimmicks. Up is one of those originals to me. Like, that concept is brilliant, and they dive into it in such a good way. And even that the concept would do what I thought it would do, and it did, it flipped that concept. And it showed, like, hey, somebody at this age is their entire world's going to destroy inside their brain, and guess what? It happened to you. This is normal. We're showing, like, changing of your life in puberty as a giant crisis in your head, and everyone went through that. That is goddamn brilliant.
That movie reached me like way deep down inside in two major points. One, when the imaginary friend, what's his name?
I'm gonna forget it right now. I'm gonna slaughter it, so I'm not gonna say it. I've been drinking.
Well, when the imaginary friend starts to disappear, heart wrenching, and then when when they realize that sadness is the answer, really got me too.
Oh yeah.
So there was a lot.
But every time an island dropped, I was like, no, she's losing part of herself, and then at the same time, it's like, but she'll get more, and guess what? Those will fall too. And she'll get more. That's what life is. Because it really made you just attached to... This isn't a review for Inside Out. I'm sorry. Really just made you attached to the life and everything an 11-year-old girl... that's the world. And you got to see it destroy. Sorry. I'm losing myself. We shouldn't talk. But I'm just saying it deservedly won.
Moving on to actress in a supporting role. Best actress in a supporting role. I wanted Kate Winslet to win for Steve Jobs, which I just saw, and I thought it was great. I thought Kate Winslet did a fantastic job. I could barely tell it was her most of the time, just like in 999, which we saw yesterday.
Yeah, no, Kate Winslet's a talent.
But I predicted that Jennifer Jason Leigh would get it for Hateful Eight.
I flipped. I wanted Jennifer Jason Leigh to get it. I did not think she would. I think Jennifer Jason Leigh blew my mind in that movie. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I know. Go back and watch our Hateful Eight review, but Jennifer Jason Leigh blew my brain out.
It's funny because Hateful Eight still has my highest review on the show because our Deadpool video didn't record.
Yeah. Sorry about our Deadpool review. We might put it out eventually. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll do it as a DVD review.
Yeah.
Now, we'll talk about this, but who did win?
The winner of that one was Alicia Vikander for the Danish Girl.
We did not see Danish Girl.
Don't care.
I don't want to go see Danish Girl.
Don't care.
I didn't. But did Alicia Vikander deserve it? Maybe. But is Alicia Vikander my favorite supporting actress of this year? Yes! Not in Danish Girl, not in Hateful Eight, because that wasn't her. She was amazing in Ex Machina, and it wasn't supporting. It was Best Actress. She should have got nominated. You fucking suck. She was so good. She was so fucking good in that movie, and you suck, you pieces of garbage. That's who I wrote down as my want.
I think they just wanted to put her in a category that they thought she could possibly, or that she would win.
This is like Christian Bale in The Fighter, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, well, she might be able to win in this instead of
They wanted to put Alicia Vikander in a category they knew she would win.
Now, have you ever heard did you know the name Alicia Vikander last year?
No.
No. Me neither. Alicia Vikander came onto the scene with Ex Machina and blew my brain apart.
Like,
and then
she last year.
You like Eddie? Well, he didn't blow my brain apart. He was
no, but he came on the scene last year.
He came on the scene last year, but I can't believe I didn't even know she was in Danish Girl. I was blown away after Ex Machina, and then it ended up she was in Danish Girl. I'm like, well, that's great. And then she won? Good job, Alicia Vikander. Whatever you're doing it right. Good fucking job, and I can't wait to see you in more movies. Do something like a blockbuster or something. I don't know.
Actress in a leading role.
I guess supporting actor.
Yeah, I'm skipping to actress in a leading role. Actress in a leading role. I wanted Brie Larson to win. I guess that Cate Blanchett would win.
I guess that Cate Blanchett would win as well.
But I wanted Brie Larson to win, and she won.
Yay!
Go her. I really wish that Daisy Ridley had been nominated for this category for Star Wars.
I 100% agree with you. There are some problems I have with Star Wars.
I have
Daisy Ridley. No, you have a lot of problems. You have more than I do, but I have quite a bit. But
Daisy Ridley is not one of those problems.
She's not even close to one of those problems. She's one of the reasons why I love that movie. Putting the goddamn Rebel helmet on as she's eating the food is one of the best scenes I've ever watched in my entire life.
It's better. It's better than This Is Pod Racing.
Oh. Fuck, why? Why did you bring up... Now this is pod racing! He's blowing up the Trade Federation ship, which is full of Pneumonians. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Fuck you. But, no. Daisy really deserved it. That's who I put as want. But Cate Blanchett's who I thought, because it's the Blanchett monster.
And also Carol, which has a whole bunch of social issues tied around it.
Yeah, good job for Carol.
Yeah, so go Brie Larson.
Yeah, no, and I really... We might do a room review if we actually have a chance to watch it. If we loved it enough, 5 people will watch it, I don't care.
Moving on. Actor in a supporting role. I had Mark Ruffalo.
Okay, I didn't.
Who'd you have?
I had Sylvester Stallone. Because I wanted Sly to fucking win. I just did. And I haven't even seen Creed. It came out like this Tuesday. Like it comes out soon. On DVD. I thought it came out the other day and I wanted to go buy it and watch it. We didn't go see Creed. We were doing some other shit at that time.
I didn't want to see it in theaters either.
I want to see this movie. I know you didn't. You don't love Michael B. Jordan, and I love Michael B. Jordan. You haven't seen Parenthood, though. So, watch Parenthood! I say that to him like 4 times a day. I wanted Sylvester Stallone to win. I thought Tom Hardy would win. And Tom Hardy is my second want. As much as I disliked Revenant, You're gonna let your half-breed son walk your way out? Like, that voice was amazing, and that acting's amazing. His squeal, the way he walked, that's not Tom Hardy. That Tom Hardy's not the guy who played Bronson's, not the guy who played Bane, he's not the guy who played the Cray brothers. Like, he transforms himself, and he's one of the biggest talents of the year. Of our time, I think.
Revenant in general, I don't think there was a lot exceptional about it.
Not even his performance?
No. To elevate it to that status, I didn't think it was quite there.
Okay.
I didn't think that the performances were that elevated above the rest. I didn't think it was that big a cut above the chaff.
I'm not gonna go with all the performances, trust me.
Right, no,
but I thought was great.
I'm saying Leo and Hardy.
We'll talk about Leo in a second.
I'm talking about the plot, I'm talking about the setting, I'm talking about across the board. I thought Revenant was an okay movie. Very, very similar in my mind for reception to how I felt walking out of Dances with Wolves the first time I saw it.
I love Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, but
for like years.
To me,
it's like my favorite movie.
To me, it's not a super exceptional movie.
I loved it until I saw.
Anyway, but supporting actor went to Mark Rylance for Spotlight.
Did anyone else see
for Bridge of Spies?
For Bridge of Spies. Bridge of Spies' only win. By the way,
No.
I just bought it. I'm going to watch it. I'm interested in it. I've been busy. There was a Comic-Con that ran through when they said Mark Rylance. Mark Ruffalo's face went. I feel so bad for that guy. He was nominated.
And the winner
Mark
is Mark
Rylance. And he's like, That was pretty good.
The reaction gifts will come.
Yeah, the reaction gifts will come. But good job for him. I've never heard of him before. Those clips looked really great, and I really didn't expect it. I thought of it just like the other time a guy I never heard of worked against Tom Hanks and won it, which was I'm not going to remember the guy's name right now, but the guy who was in Captain Phillips, and he didn't end up winning, and I really, really liked his performance, and I thought they were doing the same thing. Like, last time was a Somali guy, this time it was going to be a Russian. He won. Good fucking job, dude. That's awesome. You got an Oscar. I don't.
Moving on to actor in a leading role. We basically just wanted anyone but Eddie Redmayne to win.
I hate Eddie Redmayne.
I thought that he would win.
I hate Eddie Redmayne.
I predicted that he'd win.
Eddie Redmayne took an Oscar. Okay, let me talk about last year. Sure, fucking Theory of Everything was a decent enough, I guess, movie when it comes to Oscar bait. I really guess. He was okay in that movie.
But was it the comeback story of Michael Keaton in Birdman? No.
Keaton was amazing in Birdman when he's holding Edward Norton against the goddamn locker and telling the story about his dad raping him, and then it wasn't a real story. You know what? We talked about Birdman. Birdman's the only movie I ever gave a 10 out of 10 to. It's a dead horse. I'm not going to beat it. But what I will beat is I'm tired of Eddie Redmayne already. He's done 3 movies. One of them I thought was okay, and it was Theory of Everything. One of them was... It was Jupiter Ascending. And he was the worst part of that garbage movie. That's so mean to say, but he was the worst part of that shit movie. Did I want to see Danish Girl? No. That has nothing to do with the social commentary that goes with it.
No.
I support all of that. I'm cool with it. That was the baitiest, most Oscar baity bullshit baity movie I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not going to give Eddie Redmayne that much credit. But he thought he was going to win.
Much the same way when we were watching them present for Best Actress in a Leading Role, we were just like, please don't give it to Jennifer Lawrence. It's the same thing. No. Jennifer Lawrence, we don't want to see her win anything. We don't want to see Eddie Redmayne win anything because they've won more than they should have already.
I don't mind Jennifer Lawrence. He's got a different story. I actually like Jennifer Lawrence on a lot of things.
You didn't want her to win.
Do I think that she's one of the top talents of Hollywood? No. No, I don't. Is she talented? I will say yes. He might not.
If they make one more fucking movie with her and Bradley Cooper, I swear.
Oh my god, I'm getting sick of that bullshit.
But anyway, the winner.
Let's talk about Leo.
After the leading role, it went to Leo.
Leo got one. And guess what? He was my want and my will. Do I think he was the best? No. He wasn't the best of this year. Did I want him to win? Yes.
Yes. Was this his best role where he was nominated? No.
No.
But, like, he finally won one.
Good job, dude! Yeah. You finally got one!
You want to talk about Oscar snubs? This and Scorsese were 2 of the longest running ones.
I'm totally gonna disagree with you.
Really?
Yeah. Have you looked... and I'm not trying to say you're unintelligent at all. This isn't an insult to your intelligence. Have you looked at who he lost against?
For every year that he'd been nominated?
Yes. Have you?
I was there. Like, I was at the Oscars in the audience. So
okay.
I watched. And I disagreed almost every year.
Really? Yeah. You think that he should have won against his performance in What's Eating Gilbert Grape should have won against Tommy Lee Jones in Fugitive?
I was like 7.
Okay, you're not 7 now. You can see those movies; they exist.
I think Tommy Lee Jones in Fugitive.
Fugitive is one of the most iconic movies in his performance.
In a supporting role?
Oh yeah, he got supporting for some reason. Yeah, no, I don't get it either.
Well,
but either way,
we can do a special video to break that down.
No. But what I'm getting at is he is a giant, and I love Leo, and I think his performances. I think he's at least the best, if not one of the best. He's one of the best actors out today.
Yeah,
but he goes against Daniel Day-Lewis. He goes against people that I'm sorry, but you lose against.
Well, and you've also said before that
it's a hard Oscar to win.
Yeah, you've also said that the best leading actor or actress Oscar should go to somebody who wows you. And Leo has always been here, but he's never been and this is really high.
Oh, that's high.
He's never been up here.
Yeah, no, he has wowed me when he's wowed me. He lost to Daniel Day-Lewis in Lincoln. Guess what? Daniel Day-Lewis, my arm can't stretch that much. He is one of the... He's probably the best
actor.
thespian
Absolutely.
I've ever watched.
I mean,
He's made bad movies, in my opinion, amazing movies based on the one performance.
I think he should try to not be so method, and he might find out that he's capable of producing the same quality work without doing that.
Yeah, no shit.
Because that level of method
is insanity.
It's not healthy.
We're talking about Daniel Day-Lewis?
And theater method acting in general.
Mm-hmm.
You do not need to go to that level.
You're gonna be able to get into a character without living in the woods and eating nothing that you catch with spears.
Right.
Mr. Last of the Mohicans.
Yes,
Last of the Mohicans was amazing.
You can develop the character in yourself without having to externalize everything. Yeah,
no, and I got nothing against method acting, but when you're living in the woods and eating nothing but what you catch with a spear, it is a fucking line.
It gets to be pretentious. And Daniel Day-Lewis is my favorite actor.
Yes,
he's my absolute all-time favorite
He's not my favorite, but I think he's the most talented actor that I've ever
performance
watched.
in Don't Be Blood is my favorite actor's performance in any movie I've ever seen.
Yes, 100%. I think he brought There Will Be Blood from a mediocre movie, which I actually
to a great movie.
To an amazing movie. I think that movie's great. And it's 100% because of him. If you take him out of it, I think it's a mediocre movie. Did Leo get one? Finally, yes. And good job. I'm glad that we're done with this. I'm glad that we can finally sweep that under the rug. We're done with the whole Leo deserves, Leo lives matter bullshit.
Moving on
to the last one.
Best Picture. I wanted Room, and I thought Room would get it. Room, all the way.
I wanted Mad Max! They swept! Give it to them! That movie's so good! Nope, fucking Revenant didn't get it either.
It went to Spotlight.
It went to Spotlight, which I actually did see coming.
I didn't see it coming because it only won one other award.
Yeah.
But it did win Best Original Screenplay, so...
Yeah, I mean...
That's not small potatoes.
It won... God, I'm gonna fuck this up, but it won one of the big awards. Not the Writer Guild or the Director Guild. It won one of the big ones. But yeah, I did think Spotlight was gonna win. And, again, we haven't seen Spotlight, we really should. I really do want to see Spotlight. And they probably deserved it. It might be the Birdman of last year, and I didn't even see it, and it's probably gonna be a 10 out of 10. I don't know. Who knows?
Did you tally up your points?
Talk about something.
Okay, well, last year we had a small contest going. There wasn't really a prize or anything. Maybe next year we'll actually come up with a bet or a prize. But last year I swept. I won our prediction count by a long shot. I had only, I think a small handful of ones I got wrong, less than 5. I accurately predicted the Oscars to that point. This year I did not do so well. I got 7 out of 24. 7 out of 24 accurate predictions, and that's it. This was a surprise Oscars to me. There was a lot of unconventional stuff that happened, and I'm glad it did for the most part.
We watched the Oscars together and I had to rub his shoulders because he did so well last year, and he's like, oh. And it's not because we haven't watched a lot this year. We didn't watch a lot last year either. And he did really good last year. I beat him. I got 10 right. I beat him by 3. 2 of them were guesses. I don't give a shit. It's still a win.
It's not a lot, but it's a win.
It's not a lot, but it's something. It's something. I did not think I would be able to do it. But, you know what? I spent a lot of my free time watching movie reviews and watching critics and just studying Rotten Tomatoes
but overall,
in my sad hobbies.
Overall, this was a very exciting Oscars. There were a lot of good nominations and a lot of good wins, and there were very few angry bad wins. So
very few.
Yeah.
Eddie Redmayne didn't win.
Yeah, so I'm pretty happy. Even though I lost by a long shot with my account, but
I like this Oscars, and probably because the big wins I didn't watch, so I can't detest. And I'm so happy Mad Max walked away with as many as they did. I would have never guessed that. I didn't guess any of them. I only won Mad Max Like, once out of the, like, 7 times I put it in my want. I love this. I really did. I'm glad Ex Machina got at least one, and one it probably didn't deserve. I think it deserved Best Picture. I don't give a shit.
Anyway, it's midnight.
It's midnight. We're gonna go home.
Goodbye.
This was a 50-minute view. Watch our other shows. I'll put the Hateful Eight and the Martian
And your Mad Max review.
in our Mad Max reviews. So we'll put the Mad Max review, the Martian review, and our Hateful Eight review into the description. If you're not, that's really loud.
Sorry.
In the description, if you haven't seen them, check them out. Do you got anything to say before you go to sleep? Right there in the chair.
The name of the imaginary friend in Inside Out was, I want to say, Flompo.
Nope.
Squanjo?
Keep going. No, this is hilarious. Keep guessing. No, keep going.
Bing bong,
Bing bong! Bing bong! Did you know it was Bing Bong? It's totally no. Bing Bong. I heard Bing Bong. I'm like, bing done! Bong. Yes, Bing Bong.
Bing Bong,
Bing Bong. Okay, don't cry.
It's midnight.
It's a really sad moment. Bye!